the one thing that just really sticks out to my mind, and when my customers come in for a lesson or something like that, the one thing that we work on is we make it a point, or we try to make it a point, to step up there and cut our cow and not allow that cow to cut us or dictate to us where it's going. And what I mean by that is I'll be in the corner helping somebody, and I have to remind myself this too. Anytime I get in trouble on a cut is because I didn't take the advantage what that cow gave me, and I didn't drive up there, get clear and pass my other cow and present my horse to those judges the way I should have. And so what I try to tell my people is to go up the pen. A lot of people mistake going up the pen by going across the pen, left and right. Does that make sense to you? And so a lot of people think, well, even though their adrenaline is going, and their hands or their feet may be going, but that horse's feet are not actually moving. I'm trying to get my people to step up the pen towards the cow that we're trying to cut, and not allow that cow to turn around, look back at us, and dictate to us where it's going. So that's the biggest thing that I have as far as helping non-pros and amateurs, and myself included. Step up there, cut the cow, and not allow that cow to cut you.
It's winning. You can see how cautious they are in the herd and how good that they can cut a cow and how clean they can cut a cow. Very seldom will you ever see anybody win, especially at Fort Worth, that has a rough cut or, you know, is too aggressive and makes the herd kind of scatter. You know, everything is, you know, you got to be real cautious on cutting that cow and real just smart and clean. And I think that's probably, in the show pen wise, probably one of the most important things to do. And then the second most important thing is obviously having your horse working good and, you know, it being smart and good once you put your hand down.
I'm going to say having confidence when you go down there in yourself, in your horse, in everything that's going on. Even if you do know that your horse maybe has a few weak spots, which if you don't think he does, you're probably wrong. There's probably, no matter whether you, even if you think he's perfect, something could go wrong during that run, more than likely will. And you need to have the confidence in yourself, in riding your horse, and letting your horse work and helping him to maybe help him come out of those tough situations. Don't get in a tough situation and just think you're done. Go ahead and work out of it, ride your horse better, and he'll feel that confidence and he'll get more confident. The other thing is maybe working them cows longer. You see a lot of times that somebody will cut a really good cow and they'll work it and it works them fine and it turns away and they quit. That's good. You got a credit earning cut, you got a credit earning, you worked it good, it turns away, legal quit, everything's good. Go ahead and work that cow, let it come back to you and work it a little longer. If you do have a really good cow cut, you need to get all of it out of it that you can, because there's very few cows that are that good. If they're sitting there and they're working you and you know that they're a good cow and you got good rhythm, your horse is reading it good, if it turns away, let them bring it back to you. Keep working it. A lot of times they'll come back to you and be just as good as they were the first time, then you can quit. And I think you'll leave there with 2 more points because you worked a cow for 35 seconds instead of 15. You're way better off to work a good cow a little longer than you are to go in the herd and get you a bad one out and then be stuck with it for a while.
Stay within yourself. Never get eat up about being in a contest and trying your best. Just do your best work. Stay as relaxed as you can, and just, you got to have the attitude that this is my job, this is what I do, and just go knock out the best run you can. You can't worry about money, you can't worry about what people are going to think, all that stuff gets in the way, you know. The most money I ever won, I never was worried about money. If I go down there thinking, boy, I got to win this guy some money, I'll screw up somewhere somehow every time, you know. And you know, you just like I was talking about those horses today, they need to be poised. Well, they're not going to if you're not. If you're reactionary and tight and overdoing things, well, they're going to too, you know. So the main thing is, regardless of what style or how you do it, is you got to stay within yourself and just go do your job. Same way you do it day in and day out.
The most important is your team around you, the people, the herd helpers, and your turnback men. It doesn't necessarily matter if they're the best, but they're the most comfortable and know you and want to help you the best. Sometimes if they know you, they're going to know your horse, and they might have a tendency to be a little late on the left, so they'll be a little slower bringing you the cow on the left, or they knows that I need to bring in the cow because that horse is a little delayed over there. And then your help, you want to have good people in the corners that communicate with you well, that keep you aggressive or keep you slowed down or keep you calm. Or you know, my best show tip is to have good people around you down there that you're comfortable with. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're the best out there, but they're the best for you and for your team, for you to score and ultimately make you feel the most comfortable. So in your presentation, you feel comfortable listening and you're not panicking in your presentation to those 5 judges.